All right, let's. I usually want to talk about like hyping the teams up and all that stuff, but obviously you got to mention, Jim Irsay passing away right before Memorial Day, right after the spring league meetings for the NFL. Very tough, just very tough for Colts fans and just the NFL in general. Like he was a larger than life person. Obviously, he lived a life, and that's the best thing you could say about him. So obviously, with him bringing the Colts to Indianapolis, making Indianapolis a football town, the whole 10 yards. And, I don't really know what the right words are to say for the Colts, but yeah, it's a very tough break for the Colts. Obviously, his daughters are taking over the ownership, all three of them. So they're going to be trying to turn the tides of the football realm, which they've been trying to turn. They've been trying to find that guy, that piece ever since Andrew Luck retired. So obviously the two people pictured here, Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones, are looking to become a quarterback one in some realm, some way, shape, or form for the Indianapolis Colts. As we head into the offense here, a lot of just there's not really a whole lot of change here, but obviously the quarterback battle, Daniel Jones, Anthony Richardson. Daniel Jones is supposed to play the second week of the preseason, like a quarter and a half, but with Anthony Richardson's injury, he's now starting, and obviously it's cutting down the time. So it's a lot of questions here. Let me get back out here, Dom. I got a Colts fan page saying 11-6 with Anthony Richardson.
Like,
let me finish my spiel really quick here. But obviously, they get the best tight end in the draft, Tyler Warren. Obviously, there is no way, shape, or form he should have fell to them. The Bears are stupid to take Loveland over him, so he's going to have an eruption of the year. Jonathan Goodwin, yeah, Jonathan Taylor. My bad. Yeah, he's still a stud. They ended up losing their center and their right guard. They both held hands and went up to Minnesota to be on the Vikings. They really didn't go after all that much. Bernard Raymond got a big money extension, 4 years and $100 million, so $25 million a year, middle of the road. It's not that much. But yeah, obviously the thing of the Indianapolis Colts is the quarterback battle here between Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I mean, also this team is built around this run game with Jonathan Taylor. Honestly, I've loved Khalil Herbert, so that's cool.
Is that your guy right there, DJ Giddens?
Giddens, yeah, K-State. Like, this is cool. It's the team that we saw last year, actually. Except like Anthony Richardson goes down because historically he will. And I don't really think Daniel Jones is the worst option. I think he's a competent quarterback.
He looked good. He looked good against the Ravens. He didn't look bad at all. Like
I don't think he's that bad.
There's a lot of pieces here. There really is. Like,
yeah, this is like not a bad team, dude. This is a contesting team. Jonathan Taylor makes this a contesting team. The offensive line is cool.
7-10 with Indiana Jones. I think we were joking about that back in March. Oh, Indiana Jones. 1 year, $16 million deal. So, like, obviously, he's trying to compete and be a starter again. The Richardson experience obviously hasn't. What?
Is he still making that Giants money?
Oh, yeah. Like, he has a little bit of money that was left over because the Giants cut him before the end of the season. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's not like a whole lot. It was no money after the second year. So,
like, dude,
I think you were more successful with Daniel Jones in their center than you are Anthony Richardson.
Mitchell's a great receiver too. Like, they have, and he's young. They have people on this team, man. This is like really not a bad built team. Jonathan Taylor can take a lot of snaps too, like, and execute. You see those big runs that he gets and explodes for like once or twice a game, even consistently. He's one of the best rushers in the league. This is not a bad team. This is a team that I think does contest playoff. Yeah,
I agree with you, Colts fan. 10-7 with Riley Leonard at quarterback. Here we go. Now this is a man. Now this is a man who knows sports.
He say 7-10 with Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
What about Jason Bean here? Can they bring 4 quarterbacks on the roster? Jason Bean,
facts.
obviously, I want a jersey of that, just Bean. Why is he wearing 12? Oh, that's a disrespectful to Andrew Luck.
Tell you what, that picture that I'm just gonna throw it right back. This picture just makes him look like Ryan Tannehill with that number 17. I don't know why. All I see is Ryan Tannehill standing in the back.
17-0 with Jason Bean. See, this man knows ball. This man is a sports enthusiast. He has all the knowledge in the world. Let's go into the defense here. Where, there we go. The cornerbacks, the safeties, the defensive backs. It's been brutal the last couple of years for them. Obviously, depth has always been an issue, especially the last couple of years. But they bring in Travarius Ward from the 49ers. They bring in one of the best celebration people in Cam Bynum, who just playmaker all around with this last couple of years with the Minnesota Vikings. But hey, Kenny Moore, he got that nice little extension there, $10 million. He's due for another payday coming up soon. Juju Bents, he's still making his way around. Nick Cross, also another dog. Go Terps. Rodney Thomas, still Jalen Jones. They bring in Eric Johnson II back in. I don't even know. And then Neville Gallimore from the Rams. But I think what's really strengthful for this team, just like I said with the Tennessee Titans, it's that front core. It's those guys who are going to get after the quarterback. Kwity Paye, Grover Street, DeForest Buckner, Liatu Latu. These guys being there for another year, I think really can be the cement, the glue to this defense and get, kind of everyone on page. Like these guys could do their job and they could go after the quarterback. It's just, what about the other 7 guys, the other 8 guys, depending on what scheme you want to be going? You're going to have 3 going in, 4 going in. Like who are those guys going to be that could stop the football if it's passed over these guys? As what the Colts fans said, one of the best defensive lines in the league. And I have to agree, like this is a very good defensive front.
Yeah. I mean, it really is. It's been consistently pretty solid year to year too, because a lot of these guys have been here. No?
Yeah, Grover Street's been there.
Yeah.
He's been there from the highs of the Andrew Luck times to the lows of like Jacoby Brissett and just like all like the miserableness going on there. Zaire Franklin's still there. Like you have people that have been there from the highs and they've been there for the lows. Like,
yeah, it is a good.
I still think they could make another move to get more depth in the cornerback spot because it just seems like by week 7, it's like 4 active corners, 5 active corners. And it's like, obviously, you're not going to be rotating through corners. Obviously, if you want to be on the field, you're going to be, out there on the field, you're going to play exhausted, but it's like injuries really have piled up especially in that secondary for the last couple of years.
Yeah. I mean, I still don't think it's too bad either though. This is maybe the weakest spot on the team. And that's not too bad. It's solid. I mean, it's a solid team. I didn't do that well last year, actually.
No, I wasn't really I started them week 17 thinking, I could win, the championship. -8 points to the New York Giants with Drew Lock. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's kind of rough.
That was terrible. All right. Schedule time. Big one, week 1. Obviously, a healthy 2 is going to be pretty good there for the Dolphins, but also the Colts. How are they going to fare? Then obviously the Broncos come into town week 2. A lot of back and forth, a lot of 2-2, and then 1-1-1, and then 2-2, 1-1-1, like all that stuff. 26-20, Colts win week 1. I could honestly go with it. But man, I don't know. I think they could get up. It really falls on the quarterback spot. It really is. It's like, okay, who are you going to have there at quarterback? Is it going to be Daniel Jones? Is it going to be Anthony Richardson? Can it be a wild card in Riley Leonard? You get to go to Germany. It's cool. Like, I consider it a primetime game. You have another primetime game with the 49ers unless it gets flexed out for whatever reason. But a lot of 4 o'clocks, a lot of 4:25 games.
Yeah, I'm sitting around 8 or 9, maybe.
I'm saying 9.5.
Okay. We didn't look at the sports book stuff for the other two teams either.
Well, we just got to start with this team. We're way past them. We got to start out with this team.
I will say Tennessee, they have them where we said. They do have the Jags just miraculously with 8 wins. So there's that. I'll take the under on that, like 24-7. And then they have the Colts at like 7.5-ish wins.
The number will change once here's your quarterback one for week 1. Like obviously that number will change. But it's so hard to figure it out because like Anthony Richardson has such raw talent, runner, he could throw the football, but it's just like using his head, just all that stuff, just kind of like so tough to figure out. Like they had success with Minshew a couple years ago. I'm surprised they didn't try bringing him back. They were a 4th down away from potentially going to the playoffs and hosting a playoff game, which they haven't been to the playoffs since Andrew Luck in his last year starting.
They've really been in quarterback hell since Andrew Luck retired.
I don't think it's quarterback hell. It's quarterback purgatory.
Yeah, kind of. You're right.
Colts fan here. Breaking news. 3-14 Titans, 6-11 Texans, 9-8 Jags, and 11. How do you have the? I'm not even mad that you have the Texans that low, but the Jags at 9-8. What are you doing? That's what I'm more mad about.
And again, we have this division that barely even sneaks into the playoffs, and it sucks. No one wants to watch it. I don't know. This team's more exciting than the other teams that we've talked about so far. So, I like
there's more hope with this team.
Much more.
At 8-9 last year, they can obviously turn the tide.
It's more watchable. And I would say that the offense improved from last year, and the defense didn't really change. So that kind of to me says hey, maybe we can have a 9-win season, sneak into that 7th spot, maybe.
I think they could be a sneak. This could be a team that you can be okay, hey, they could sneak in. I think you and I picked them as that little 7th seed. Hey, they could hover in.
That would be a successful season to me. They sneak in playoffs. That would be, or at least just push up until week 18. You do that, and I'm all right, this team's competing. They're there. They kind of should be. This is a good offense. They have people on this offense. They have good weapons. Jonathan Taylor. He didn't play till week six last year, right?
I think it was week 5.
Week 5, whatever. Sick draft pick by me. Thank you.
What? He had that injury or whatever?
No, he wasn't he holding out?
No, I think it was an injury because he held out in training camp. Then he got his money and all that stuff.
Then maybe.
I think it could have been a PUP thing.
Maybe. No, wait. Are you sure it wasn't holding out?
I don't think it was holding out.
Huh.
I think he might have had a weird injury or whatever in training camp, but it was minor, but they wanted to hold him out just to be sure.
I mean, either way, whatever.
No, what was that 2 years ago? Zach Moss had that was 2023.
Yeah, I want to say the Jonathan Taylor thing was a holdout situation. But either way, he plays from week 1 this season. This is a competitive team. You can't just discount this team and say, it's AFC South, whatever, no one cares. I think this is a competitive team no matter either of the quarterbacks that are in. If Anthony Richardson is in, he is still an explosive quarterback. You see the deep balls that he's hit. You see when he does run, he's substantial. He's a substantially good runner. Gets the ball in the end zone. It's not an impossible thing. But yeah, and if Daniel Jones is in, you're going to see, I think, decently consistent play. There's weapons on this team, an offensive line that'll actually keep him up for a majority of the time this time, and a running game. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's a consistently solid team. It's a competitive team.
What will make this team successful, though?
Like I said, I think just pushing to playoffs week 18 or making it in as that 7th seed, whatever, making it in playoffs, I think is all you can really ask for. And I think that's all right, cool, sick, good season. We build. I'm okay with that.
Colts fan dropped it. Says AR5, 3,000 passing yards, 300 rushing yards, 29 passing touchdowns, 19 interceptions with 6 rushing touchdowns.
That was kind of a realistic stat line.
He could do that, but it's what's going to make this team successful is just finding the quarterback. Like Steichen's chair is getting hot. It's hot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he could be the first coach out. Like it's hot. Like there's just not been anything there. So yeah, that's what I have going on there.